Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of En-Syte. I'm your host, Steven, joined always by two of my favorite people, Drake, Shay. How y'all doing today?
Oh, what's up?
Y'all
What's
feeling?
going
How
on,
y'all
y'all?
feeling?
How y'all be today, man? What's happening, everybody? How y'all doing?
What's going on, y'all? How y'all be today? What's happening?
Got extra
What's
audio.
going on, y'all? How y'all?
That's me. I'm
Got
sorry.
Got the
That's
extra.
echo going.
Got the extra audio. Got surround sounds in this piece. Got surround sound. Oh,
No,
but
that was just me. My bad, brother. My bad. Yeah,
isn't it
I hit the
just?
computer on the other day, and I didn't turn the volume down. My bad.
Oh, it's all good. It's
Oh.
all good. It happens. It happens. But isn't it just lovely? Isn't it just lovely how we having close to 7-degree weather out here?
Oh, I watched my car today.
Huh?
I said I'll hand wash my car today.
Shoot, I just went. I mean, I ain't hand wash it. I went through the car wash and then did the residual cleaning afterwards. Hey, Casey, how you doing, baby? And did the residual cleaning afterwards.
What's up, Case? How you doing, baby girl?
What up? What up? What up?
I think the number 3 person out there is Tiffany. What up, Tiff? If that's still you, what's going on, girl?
Hello.
Man. So it's a beautiful weather, beautiful day, beautiful things going on, beautiful.
Man, you had this topic in your back in your pocket when you walked out the door today, brother.
Kind of, sort of. This is the one I was talking about. Like I may have one.
Okay. All right, so cool.
So it's like this was like in my mind. So just like don't know if it would be good or not. But hey, you never know. It might just be one of those ones that just might be a hitter.
Mm-hmm.
So
all right, man. But remind me, man, to make sure tomorrow, man, before we start this off, to send Russell a reminder. Russell's like, man, I wasn't doing anything last Wednesday, and I forgot the show was on. But then on Thursday, I'm sitting here Thursday waiting for the show to start. It wasn't nobody there.
Yeah, he told me like I didn't get no notification for Wednesday.
Yeah, he said he did not get a notification for Wednesday. So I don't know, man. So if you guys are getting notification, if you guys will not get notification, please get notification. Hit that little bell. We go live. You'll know we're going live. Exactly. That's the most important thing that you can do for us.
Yeah,
exactly. That's one way to get notified. Trust me, baby. It's actually the easiest way to get notified is hitting that little notification bell right here on YouTube, especially if you're subscribed. If you're not subscribed, you need to hit that subscribe button. What's wrong with you for not being subscribed to the channel? You can't just be coming on here watching us for free. It's all this. I mean, when you subscribe, it's still free, but still, nonetheless, you can't just come on here and not be subscribed. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that share button. Just share it all.
Yeah, he got drunk last time.
Hey, we're not going to discuss.
He's a little emotional.
We're not going to discuss my drunken. We're not going to discuss my drunken nature, please and thank you. Okay. Yes, I was. It was a special time for me. It was the 200th episode. I mean, come on now. The show has been active since 2017. It's been through some ups and downs. It's been through technical difficulties. Hey, Alyssa, how you doing? And it's just all kinds of things. It's just all kinds of things.
What's going on, Alyssa? How you doing, sweetie?
So, like I said, this topic was in my pocket. It was in my mind, and I'm not exactly sure if it would be good or not. But hey, you never know. It might just be. So, we all have heard that people want to marry their best friend, right? You want to marry your best friend. But, they think like, that's the whole concept. Like you meet somebody, you talk to them in that fashion, and then they become your best friend. If you've originally talked to them on a relationship level, and then they become your best friend as the relationship progresses, correct?
That's what some people may think of it, yes.
So what if it was the other way around? What if it was you started off as best friends and then progressed into more? That's what this one's about right here.
Well, with that, it comes to, that you come to that catch-22 with that one actually.
I know.
It's because a lot of times, you always say the word, he's my best friend or she's my best friend, whatever. I don't want to lose him if we get into a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So if we get into this relationship, I don't want to lose that friend if it doesn't work out. So to me, that is an excuse mechanism. Because if you're such good friends, if you're such that this person knows you, this person listens to you, this person does everything, there shouldn't be an excuse about losing that person. Because no matter what, your friendship should trump anything,
True.
a relationship or anything that has ever happened. Your friendship should trump that. But a lot of times people use that built-in mechanism because they don't want to F with the person. That's just my opinion on that situation. But as far as best friends being making the best lovers, I mean, it comes to a point. I'm not going to say the best lovers. What I can say is that you have a foundation that's already built,
Yeah.
and that you don't have to worry about tampering into that foundation or trying to build that foundation. You don't have to be fake or phony with that person because you know that person already, and that person knows who you are, and you should just fall straight in line. But the biggest thing about relationships, and I'm gonna say this for everybody in the back can hear it, everybody everywhere. We always talk about, even Jaheim said, I forgot to be your lover. But a lot of times what we do is we forget to be the friend. You're so busy being the fiance, the boyfriend, the husband, the girlfriend. But the one thing that you forgot to do is still to be the friend.
Mm-hmm.
Still to be that person that she can rely on to kick it with, that she can talk to. I'm not talking about just talking to that person in the relationship level. Still talking to that person, laughing and kicking it, like y'all still did when y'all was the homies, or like y'all still did when y'all was trying to build and be going into this relationship. Just because you're in a relationship, the friendship should not stop. And just because you're in a relationship, you can't be friends anymore. You don't have to build to be someone's best friend. You can always be somebody's best friend and transition to their lover. And the simple fact is that who knows you better than your best friend? Who's going to have your true interest but your best friend? I'm gonna say this, but and I mean this way. When it came down to me and my situation, and it takes that young lady right there. That young lady said, "Hey, she needs a friend." And what I did was I took my time. We was already friends. We had a little past, but we were friends.
Right.
But I sat there and became the best I can be for her. And she became the best that she could be for me. And that's why that transition seemed seamless. And everybody was like, "Oh, I didn't never know. I didn't know," because y'all didn't see the behind the scenes work of being friends. Or y'all didn't know about the back end of it being friends.
Yeah.
Well, they wasn't supposed to know. It wasn't their business.
Facts. She speaks facts.
Mhm. Wasn't their business. They always want to be in other folks' business. It's some business of y'all own.
They ain't got no business of their own. That's why they're in everybody else's. We all know that's how it
Business.
works. We all know that's how it works. But
Mm, mm-mm.
I can definitely agree with you on that, Dre, that people do forget to be the friend. People do forget. Hey, Tiffany. People forget to be the friend. They so concerned about being like you said, the husband, the wife, fiance, girlfriend, boyfriend, lover. They forget to be that one thing that got them to that place. You know? You good, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they forget what got them
Mhm.
there to that one place, and that's being their friend. And that is the side of understanding. That's the side of this is the person that I know. This is the person that I've been around. This is the person that's just about everything.
Yep.
They know my life inside and out. You know, and
Yep.
by remembering that part, you basically remember what got y'all to that place in the first place.
And mhm. Yep.
And but I just want to say this, Nate. And for the people who want to be like, I don't want to lose my friend because of everything else. No, it's just that you're just scared of being with that person because there's somebody that you truly care about. You're not gonna ever be scared of losing that person, and no matter what the situation is.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it's a true friend, y'all can get through anything if it's true.
Yes, if it's true. If it's
So
true. That's the hard part. If it's true.
Woo!
And I know we was doing target practice.
Woo!
Who you talking to me? I'm sorry.
No, I just said I know we was doing target practice. That's all.
Oh, what you doing, Siobhan?
I'm I'm doing this puzzle.
She's trying to contain herself from things that's happening, that things that's happening right now. Because what you're speaking is true. What you speaking is true. I'm like, if you were so worried about losing somebody, you're so worried about like, oh, you get with them, oh, I don't want to lose that friend or anything like that. Because if the relationship don't work out, that just meant y'all not meant to be in a relationship. That does not mean that you're not meant to be friends.
Mm-hmm.
There's all kinds of things like that. There are times that you think that you want to be in a relationship with somebody, and you're better off just being on that friend level because that's where you vibe the best at. Because
that's where y'all for one another.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. But you'll never know what could progress from that, because you're sitting up here to a point that, oh, I don't want to lose my best friend. I don't want to lose my good friend. You're there for me through it all. I could be through it to you off and everything else.
Uh-huh.
Ain't nothing gonna change. But like I said, that's a built-in mechanism that I'm just good, or we just good enough to be your friend. That's it. I don't like you. I don't like you the other way. That's just my opinion on it.
No, I get you, and that's facts. That is facts. Like, how can you say that? How can you say that you don't want to lose somebody and you're always there for me and everything like that? Like, let's see. If you're in a relationship with somebody, aren't you still gonna be there for them? And that's what you're supposed to freaking do anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm just maybe it's just my squirrely ignorance or something like that, but that's just how I see it. If you are with somebody,
I totally agree. With the people out there, Alyssa, Tiffany, Kesa, y'all got some feedback on this? You guys spoken to hey, so we saying hey back. You guys got some feedback? So Siobhan, it's on you, boo. Talk to us about
it. Oh man, I had a situation like that. I don't even like. It's done with because he didn't care too much for our friendship. Because it definitely did not stop him from doing whatever he wanted to do.
it. Okay.
So yeah, that's one of the other reasons I fake liking people. Because when I genuinely like you, I actually like you. That's how I was raised. When you like somebody, you authentically 100% like them. You literally start from that jump, like you start from friends, and then there's levels to it.
Yeah,
most
So
definitely.
yeah, he much for the friendship. So yeah, that ended. But I understand I understand as to why some people be like, "Hey, I don't want to lose my friend," because I was on the bad end of it. My friendship didn't matter to him, so the friendship is over. Like it's done with. So yeah. So I have a very clear understanding as to why people be like, I know we good for each other, but I just don't want to lose him as a friend. Because some people, and we had this talk that when it comes to breakups, people react emotionally.
yes,
So
they
that's
do.
what that was. So they know that at the end of the day, if they don't work, it'll be because of an emotional response.
Yeah,
So, however, I understand both ends, because everybody want to say, "Oh, I want to marry my best friend." Whole time, you know, whole time your best friend like right there. You want to marry your best friend, ask, do it, but you can't say I want to marry. Like, oh, I'm afraid that if this don't work, I'm gonna lose you as a friend. Yeah, no.
I mean,
Yeah,
Y'all remember the movie? I think was it Julia Roberts, My Best Friend's Wedding?
yo,
yeah.
yeah. He tore that wedding up.
But my thing is this though. My thing is this. So why are people so concerned as to the negative of it versus the possibility of the positive?
I have no clue.
That's
because all they want to see is the negative. They don't want to see the positive.
Yeah.
They always looking. They always want to look months ahead or down the line without going through the motions to even see if it works. Even if it don't work, sometimes you can tell something's not going to work within the first couple of weeks, and you can let it go, but the friendship will still be there.
Yeah.
But they're too quick to want to. No, that's my guy. That's my homie.
I get it. Y'all are making adult conversation, when most people are not adults.
Right.
Facts.
So cases like she's actually speechless right now. Let me think on this.
Oh.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Something to get the brain juices going because man, because I mean, like, you say you're so afraid to lose somebody because it doesn't work out. But by you having this fear, and if this person ends up going with somebody else, it's gonna be like, well, I wonder what would happen if I did, or the shoulda, coulda, woulda.
What? Yeah.
Maybe I should have did it. Maybe I could have did it. What if I would have did it? I'm like, you had your opportunity to do it, but you never did. So why keep on thinking on the negative when you have the possibility of a greater positive?
Yeah.
As it says, I think it can get really tricky. It can be. It can be. But here's the thing: what possibility of a start of a relationship is not tricky? It's not tricky at all. The whole thing is this right here. The difference between you being with your best friend or someone that you just met. Your best friend already knows you. There's no get to know you stage because they already know who you are. Y'all didn't skip the whole stage because y'all already have that foundation set. Y'all have that foundation set and ready to go. The whole thing is figuring out each other on this relationship standpoint. What each other really loves about each other. What you love, like what do you love done for you, done to you, whatever the case may be. What's your love language? Figuring that out. That's pretty much it. Okay. Oh, excuse me. 1 second.
We're listening now. Okay, Casey said, I think it can get really tricky. Also, she comes back and says, true at Steve, it can go either way.
Sorry, that was the computer assistant that then popped up.
I mean, but what you just said, Casey, is true. It can't go either way. But in anything in life, it can go either way. When you step into a relationship, it can either work or it's not going to work. Yeah. You don't know what's going to happen. So what's the difference?
Your best friend already knows you, so they know the tricks of the trade of you. This new person don't. Exactly. So you can run game on them if you choose to.
And then on top of that, damn, that's true. That's true. And then on the flip side, you know your best friend can't run game on you because you know how they really are.
Right. No one can really truly be able to call you out until years in, where with the friendship is already years in, so they can be like, oh no.
No, homie, you come on, you know, I call bullshit on you right now. I call that. I do.
Exactly. And that's the best way that thing can work. That's the best way that can work. Like,
not if you try to be sneaky.
No, you can't do nothing like that of the sort. Trust me. You cannot do anything like that. If you are with your best friend on that level, you cannot do anything of that sort. Because they know your mannerisms, they know how you are, they basically know you inside and out to the 10th degree. Yeah. So how in the world can you do something? You got that?
That's a long one.
I got it. Casey says, well, I told y'all a long time ago, I'm like a toddler. I don't like to share my toys. So if it doesn't work out, we probably won't be friends any longer. Call me petty. Oh no, we knew toys. We oh no, I knew toys. I'm pretty sure you're not gonna share your toy, but you good.
What up, Russell? What's going on,
What's
bro?
up,
Russ, how
Russ?
you be, family?
I get you, Casey. It's like, hey,
I'm like
it's
saying like
like
I don't
you
like to
did.
share my toys. I'm like, so you don't. So you see, that's the thing. That's the fear that some people have right there. You end it, it don't work, so you just gonna cut off the friendship. You're gonna literally nix years of friendship just due to the fact that you don't want to share your toys.
Okay, I have a question.
I'm just saying.
What would be the reason to keep the friendship if the relationship didn't work? I'm just curious because we can always say, hey, we still can be friends. When you like, no, you was a terrible significant other.
But they were,
Like,
but they were a best friend.
But that goes to the point is sometimes you break up with somebody and y'all still friends and y'all can be good friends.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's the okay. We got some feedback. Now let's get to the real feedback
Okay,
right about
Tracy
now.
says, but it's you. Wait. Okay, is it your lover man or wait? I don't know.
But as you lover, man, woman, I suppose is supposed to be your best friend. Okay,
Yeah, it's supposed to be your
all
best friend.
righty. And then so Russell comes with this is the question. Most importantly, can you go back across that line?
Mm. That
You
is.
see, a lot of times, people sit there. If the line is crossed, they don't know how to go back to being friends.
Mm-hmm.
You see, a lot of times when they cross it, all that's on their mind right now is just say, okay, we didn't been here. I felt that, I seen that, but can I go back to being her friend? And that's the biggest thing.
mm-hmm.
And then so, but to you, Casey is saying ding ding to you, and she also saying no to Russell because no, you can't go back. But the question is this: is that okay? Everybody you've broken up with in life, are you not friends with that person? I'm just asking the question to everybody.
I
So
am.
so if you broke up with somebody, you and that person is never cool again.
No, we based off my track record, realistically, no, I'm not friends with anybody I've dated and we ended bad with.
Okay, now as you say, ended badly.
Ended bad. Who says that a relationship has to end bad
You say
for y'all to break up? Who says that?
it can end. It can
Based
end
off
on.
my track record, every
Oh, your track
Okay,
record. Okay.
I'm about to say like, but like, here's the thing: like, it could be like, it could be like
it,
anything.
but
Like,
once again, you guys are giving credit to adults who act like children.
okay, okay. Casey says, I'm friends with my exes, but it took years to get there. Yeah,
See,
Rus- yeah.
work
Russell
in
then
progress.
Russell says you can be good friends and become lovers and go back to friends, but best friends, no, that's a whole nother level of understanding and being intimate compounds it. I can see that. I can see that. You might be able to go back to being friends, but yeah, maybe not best friends. It may not go back to that closeness of levels in terms of it. I don't think it can.
No, but that goes back to you mess with your best friend, okay? You know, afterwards, y'all stop being in the relationship with y'all friends. Y'all never best friends. Does that still count as a real friendship? Y'all went from best friends to lovers, and now y'all just regular friends.
That is in sense a downgrade from what it once was originally. So it did drop. So yeah.
So we can sit here and safely say that once you tamper with your best friend, there's a huge possibility that things just won't go back to the original stance. Is that what that is?
I can say it's a huge possibility. Yes, I can actually say that. I can actually say
Baby girl using my favorite word, tamper with.
that.
Because that's what you're fine. That's what you do. You out here just ding, 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 ding. You tampering with stuff, you know.
All right, Russell got a bit of feedback. He says, "Can you trust the person who you show your vulnerable side and them and then get done dirty? You will trust them. Will you trust them?" I say no because you can't trust what direction they're coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but why do we always have to? Why do we always have to think that the relationship, the friendship, whatever it was, why do it have to end badly? Maybe it just didn't work.
Isn't that just a possibility? There are relationships out there that just don't work. And then Russell comes back and says, "My bottom line: if you mess with your best friend and go back to being friends, that means you both were on that before y'all laid down."
Ooh.
Yep.
Okay.
That
And
was
so
already.
So basically saying is like we best friends, but look, if this don't work, we'll just go back to being friends.
So if that is the case, then was y'all really truly best friends?
No, can't really say that. Just sound like that they were friends who want to give something to go to see if it worked. That sound like right there to me. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
But yo, man, check it out, man. We're 26 minutes in.
Mm-hmm.
Tracia, thank you. Kesa, always thank you. Russell, thank you. We have 3 to 4 other people out there watching with us right here. You guys got something to say? Talk to us. I mean, Tracy and Russell. I'm sorry. Russell and Case is basically saying is no, you can't do that. Don't shuffle with that deck. What are you guys out there saying?
True. We want to hear all of y'all opinions. What are y'all thoughts are on this particular thing about best
Brother
friends?
Nate.
Brother Nate.
Popping, my brother.
Oh, Brother Nate's in the house. We got Brother Nate. Brother Nate says the problem is we're damaged and we don't trust how someone will view our weakest time. Dang.
Okay. Also, Russ says, and both are like, nah, I tried it. It didn't like it. We're not doing this again. Unless we want to try something new.
Okay, that's just not that. I can't even say that that's the best friend to lovers thing. I can't say that. That sounds like two people that's bored. That doesn't sound like two people who know each other that are bored. That sounds like just like, oh, we cool, we know each other. We're just gonna do this friends with benefits thing and see how it goes and just see. Like that basically sounds like what that is. That sounds like two people who just want to have sex and not really develop anything more, just to see if it works or not. And if it doesn't work, like okay, it's whatever. No. I don't think that equates to this. Not at least bit. Russell then says usually the best friend status comes after it's developed.
Mm-hmm.
People say, Nate says people fear intimacy because you see the real person, but real friendship is intimate. Ooh. How many of y'all been intimate with y'all friends? Y'all been intimate.
And Russell totally agrees with you, Steve, and what you just said.
I mean, because that's basically what it is. I mean, like I don't see that. I really do see that as just two people who are bored, who I'm not gonna say can't find anybody, but aren't really looking for anybody, but are looking for something to do. And these are, people who trust each other in a sense. So they just going around just having fun with each other just to see how things go. Plain and simple.
So what you're trying to say is, in case of emergency, break the glass?
Basically. In case of emergency, break the glass, tap that ass. Plain and simple. Plain and simple.
Why are you looking like that, Shivani?
The stuff that come out of Steven's mouth would be surprising.
Hey, I'm a unique kind of individual.
I can see that.
You should know that. How long has it been? 3-4 years going on? 4?
Yeah,
There he go with how long it's been.
I know, right? Back.
What? That's how long we known each other, so she shouldn't be surprised by what come out my mouth at this point. That's all I'm saying. Damn.
You surprised me every day.
You know what? I ain't got time for this. We got some more feedback here. Nate says it's okay. Now Nate said it's more than just communicating. It's speaking on your fears, your thoughts, your desires outside of sexual. And Keisha, hi Keisha, how you doing? Says Nate, you better talk your shit.
What up, Keisha?
Russell then follows on and says that's the one people keep on standby when they need that vibration and they don't want a real commitment. Why do you have to put the vibration up in there?
It's always gonna be, Russell always gonna take it to a new level with it. Man.
I know,
but
man.
It's all great. It's all great.
Like I said, like this the one you keep that just in case the vibration back. You need that vibration back.
Yeah.
No commitment, just that right there.
Well, Keisha L, welcome to the show. Welcome.
Appreciate you stopping by. Tracy says I was best friends with my lover and we were that way until death. Did we part this month last year? I don't think I'll have another best friend like okay. I know, okay. I know what she's saying now. And Keisha says, hey Dre, hey y'all. Hey Keisha, how you doing? Appreciate you stopping by.
Hey.
Hold on, that was real quick, Case. I couldn't read all that, Case. That was real quick. What you write? What you type, Case?
Oh, she retracted something?
Yeah, man.
Hey, whatever you type, you type it, you send it, you do not retract it.
We hold on to our stuff, man. Hold it with your
you
gut.
keep that.
Hold it with your gut.
Say it.
Take your chest out.
But bro Nate, I thank you, man, for your comments, man. I'm with you on that. We vibing on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Russell says at Tracia, were you best friends before becoming an item?
Oh, that is a good question.
Casey says, I don't think it would be easy to trust them again. You would have to start from scratch.
Yeah, because okay, let's in really good. Okay, because we just was not meant to be. All right.
Mm-hmm.
How do you bounce back from that? Like, man, like we were good as friends, but we was not good as being with each other. We acknowledged that we was not good for one another or our separate ways. Like, how do you'll be like, oh, hey, how you doing? Let's still be friends. Like, how do you have a particular conversation?
When it's all said and done, when you had that conversation back, when you're back talking about something real.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And the conversation is real, and that person give you that real feedback. I mean, not everybody that you've been with, is, everybody you've been with, you're not gonna have that vibe with.
Right.
But you can actually have a conversation with that person. I mean, I've been with some people like you try to have a conversation with, like, damn. And it's like that's the commitment that you already had. So I understand what you're saying. I got you.
Got a little bit more coming in. Tracy says at Russell, we were good friends and it became better as we went along. Russell said, there is no start from scratch, in my opinion. You tell your friends some things you don't immediately tell your significant other.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Then Casey says at Nate, if they're your best friend, they should have seen your weaknesses anyway, don't you think?
Yeah.
I honestly do.
Okay.
I couldn't believe that.
I mean, hold on, no. You can hear about them, but when you're in a relationship with somebody, it's totally different than seeing.
Yeah.
That person can tell you some things that's going on, but actually going through it with them in the situation that you are my lover, you will see it as you will see it differently. That's just my opinion. I could be totally wrong.
No.
Bro, Nate, what's your feedback on that one? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Well, I take it.
But
Man,
I think I kind of do believe that your best friends, in some case and points, may actually see at least a few of your weaknesses. Russell says, I disagree because sometimes you put up a front for your friends.
Thank you, bro, Russ.
You do.
Thank
You do. We'll do. But here's the thing: you put a front up for your friends. What about somebody who's known you for years? That is your best friend, someone who is extremely close to you. This is a completely different aspect right here. You're not going to Russell then says you're not going to show 100% how you feel when you should. Here's the thing. Again, even in a relationship, do anybody really show 100%? Does anybody really show too much, like 100% each time about how they feel? They should. Yeah, they should.
In a relationship, you should.
Yeah, you should. But how many actually do it?
Yeah.
How many people actually show the full-on 100% in a relationship? You're doing basically the same thing that you would do with your friends. You're only showing them just so much. You're going to do the same thing in a relationship, just showing just so much. You're not going to show the full hundo.
Now, we come back. Casey says that Russell, but this is technically your best friend. Then Russell comes back and said eventually. Brene says a lot of times we call someone your friend, but have you spent time just on GP? Do you hang out because she needs someone? We quiet on that. We quiet on it.
You know, I can actually say that you could be friends, like in terms of that, in terms of what he's, well, dang, he kind of jumped up a lot of things. I came in at once. A lot of times we call someone our friend, but have you, spent time with them just on GP? Yes. Yes.
I mean, when you're sitting there, you kicking it, you talk, you hang, and you're going to. I mean, you doing friends. I mean, you are the friend.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
I mean, just not just a phone conversation. I mean, y'all actually kick it and hang.
Yeah.
Roll the streets with each other. I mean, y'all do things together.
Yeah. Which is facts. Russell says, best friend to lover that falls through and ends. Can you trust them not to use what they know on both sides of you and take advantage? If they're your best friend, that means you trust them on that level, especially if you went to a relationship with them after the fact. You had some level of major trust in them to go there. Casey then says at Russell, but I think their question was about your best friend, so that that should be the difference, even though I get what you're saying, but it's different conversation. I was about to say conversion for a minute. Brother Nate said, just because you talk on the phone doesn't really get on that point. Russell says I'm lame. Russell says I'm lame. What's GP?
What?
Russell don't know what GP means.
Anyway, he's smart. How you not knowing you smart? Not great laughing.
Oh man. Okay, we'll get back to you on that one, Russ. Case, I put it back and spelling was messed up. Oh, she put it back and spelling was messed up, so she got you on that one, Dre. Hey, Miss Naturally Create, how you doing, girl?
Hello.
Queen of the Mushroom Kingdom. Yeah. I'm late, but hey, y'all. Russell just says that Steve, being lovers changes all the rules. Yes, it does. A lot of rules change, but at the same time, a good amount of them still stay the same.
Sex change everything.
I'm about to say, yeah, it does change a lot. It changes a lot, but here's the thing though, it changed a lot. But the one main thing that should not change is the fact that this person's still your friend. You two still have a bond that y'all built on from that level, and that's not something that should be taken away due to the fact that y'all want to bump the uglies.
Why? Because we felt each other inside.
Because you felt the insides. You felt the insides. You shouldn't change it because you felt the insides.
Because it was whoppy.
Oh, God damn it. I thought that was done and over with. Shit. Oh, man.
Saying that. And I'm gonna kill my nephew. He left some end pieces in the bag. That's why I'm over here racking my brain. That's why it looks like chess, checker, chess. I didn't found like 6 end pieces in the box.
Oh, see, there you go. You just had the eyeball pieces. David says, "True, best friends can't overcome what you fear."
That is the biggest thing that people don't understand. That
What?
the true best friends can overcome what you fear, and people don't understand that.
Mm-mm.
But then we get cases say, I agree with you, Russell. We all don't get out. Okay. Also, Russell said, "At you, Shay, stop judging him. He don't get out much." And then also, Kay said, "Hey, Russell, we all, none of us are getting out that much." Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then here go the question of all questions. Russell said she felt his insides too.
Oh shit!
Okay, we exchange bodily fluids.
Oh.
She felt he felt her deep in his soul, not inside of him, but his soul.
His whole soul.
Oh God!
And
damn
she took it. Cassandra, what's going on? Long time no hear. What's happening, baby?
What's up, Cassandra girl? How's it going? Oh man, that was freaking hilarious. Oh my God. His whole soul, not with the W, boy. The whole soul. Naturally says, I've heard with being friends becomes best friends, and that's when you know that's your lover.
Ooh, okay.
That's new. I've never heard that.
She's fancy.
Miss you too, Cassandra. We miss you too, sweetie.
We miss you. Thank you. Thanks for coming out and hanging out with us for a little while tonight. We missed you as well, babes.
No, that line actually says something. I've heard with being friends become best friends, and that's when you know that's your lover. So you become friends with someone and they become best friends. It's basically saying that almost for a fact that that's going to be your lover. That's some deep. That's some understandable shit.
Man, see, Shay, we need you on right now because we got one of these lady comments. So we need you here. But I'm gonna break it down to you. So Keisha L says we put a lot of weight on these titles. Best friend could mean something totally different to each other. Lover and partner also, but that's where communication is key. That's from Keisha. Then Brother Nate comes says we all have seen the scenarios in movies. Not many have been through these. I've been through this when it's not a thought until it hits. That's so true.
You know,
that is so. We always see you see it on the movie. Oh, that's my friend. And they get together and it don't work. And then next thing you know, at the end of the movie, they get back together like it's some damn Lifetime movie or some damn Christmas movie on a.
It's not a Lifetime movie unless somebody dies.
Then it's a Hallmark movie then. And then Russell was agreeing with what Nate just said.
Yeah.
Let's get back to Keisha for 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
And she says we put a lot of weight on these titles. Best friend could mean something totally different to each other.
Yeah.
Lover and partner also, but that's where communication is key.
There's
no relationship, no friendship, no titleship, or no kind of kinship unless you have a communication.
Exactly.
And if you can't communicate what really it is to one another, then that person is nothing to you at all. Let's be real honest to you. They're not your friend. They're not your partner. You don't have any kind of communication, and when boundaries are not set of what it really is, then you
just all over the place. Y'all got nothing.
There you go. Back, Cassandra. Thanks for stopping back.
See you later, Cassandra.
Russell says that Keisha, true. How many do you see throwing around best friend? Then you find them with a friendly mouthful.
Somebody take Russell's phone. Somebody go ahead, put his ass in a fucking corner somewhere. Somebody deal with him.
Hold on. Did I read that right?
Yes, you did.
Don't.
You read that absolutely correctly. I'm looking at it my damn self. At Keisha, true, how many do you see throwing around best friend? Then you find them with a friendly mouthful. Yes, you read that freaking correctly. Somebody take his phone, somebody put his ass in a corner and tell him don't touch his shit for a week. I'll be goddamn. Keisha then says at Russell, exactly. And then Keisha agrees with him. Exactly. Like when we call everybody cousin, but that's not your damn cousin. That's no. When everybody, we ain't gonna get into the cousin thing. I'm gonna leave that alone right there because that's just gonna go into a whole different topic that we do not want to go into. Nathan says, nope, you were low key digging on the person. Yeah. Russell says at Nate, that's exactly what it is sometimes. Yeah. Yeah, it can be, but you talk about friendly mouthful up in there. Now she says, I don't like Russell. None of us really do, but he's here anyway. And then Keisha says, at Russell, no lies told. Yeah, no lies told. It's just a simple fact that he's talking about a friendly mouthful. I can't with this. I can't with this. I'll be damned.
Okay, maybe he want to know what the box tastes like, or maybe he want to see what the box feel like, or maybe she want to know what that mouth do or what that pipe do. Maybe they want to. Maybe she want to suck his soul out of his body. That don't mean they still can't be best friends.
No,
afterwards.
No, not the least bit. Funny as hell though. That's some funny shit right there. With a friendly mouthful. I lost my whole thought process because I was still thinking about what Naturally said earlier about friends becoming best friends, basically meaning that's your lover.
Right.
I was about to like expound on that, but that shit there that I'm looking at on my screen threw me all the way off.
Hey, Russell talking about a friendly mouthful, huh? I'm like Chucky. I'm your friend to the end. Howdy.
Okay, I want to thank you all for stopping by. I really do appreciate everything that y'all do. We're gonna go ahead and end this episode right the fuck now before shit gets out of hand because I can see it's already going in the left direction. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
My puzzle is messed.
And she on this puzzle.
I said my puzzle messed up.
She ain't got nothing to say to none of this stuff, but all of a sudden, I'll say my puzzle messed up. Ain't this some stuff?
Man, she be on this puzzle.
You ain't got nothing to say. You ain't got nothing to say about the friendly mouthful that was said.
Hey Nate, I'm telling you, tomorrow, boy, we getting her ass tomorrow. It's gonna be a Shay show tomorrow.
Don't do that.
It's gonna be a straight Shay show tomorrow, man.
Do it.
I got 23 hours to think of. I got 23 hours thinking of a good topic.
So anybody out there got a great topic for Shay to handle the whole show tomorrow by herself? Let us know, okay? Because me and Steve gonna be doing puzzles tomorrow while she's doing the show.
Hold on.
Oh shit!
I'm doing both, and y'all attention span won't last long to do no puzzle.
You say what? Yeah. What won't last long to do?
And won't last long to do no puzzles.
Excuse me. I used to love doing puzzles, and trust me, I will last all into the end. Yeah, I just don't buy them anymore. I just don't get them anymore. Okay. I have the patience for puzzles. Thank you. Mind your business.
My business is mine. You all in mine that don't know the flavor.
Yeah, it is. It's puzzle.
It ain't.
Russell said, but how many brag on their prowess? Then the friend be like, okay, show me then. Like Fancy did Fancy did Jamie on the show. Yeah.
But didn't they get married?
They did get married. He sang his heart out. He wanted Fan. They got married.
How long did it take for that to happen, though?
Man, it took years. In terms of that show, in terms of the show time frame, it took years for him to get a hold of Fancy. That's just like going back to Family Matters. How long did it take Steve to get Laura?
But Steve let it be known from day one. He didn't want to be. He wanted Laura.
Mm-hmm.
He let that be known.
Yeah.
From day one to the end, he let it know that he wanted Laura, and he did that poor little girl so wrong.
What?
Myra, he did poor Myra so wrong.
And she was actually cuter than Laura.
Yeah, she was. Myra was stacked too.
Yeah, she
but
was.
No, but the thing he I'm not gonna say he did Myra wrong. It was just to a point that he didn't like Myra the way he didn't like Myra. He liked to love Myra, but he didn't love Myra the way he loved Laura.
Mm-hmm. Until it was the 20th reunion of the show, he didn't love Laura no more then.
Lord Jesus, have mercy.
You should see his face on that picture when Laura was looking at him, and she didn't gain a little weight. He's still all slim and stuff like that. He looked away like shit.
Jaleel got some good genes.
He like shit.
Like it has good genes. If you notice, Hollywood had played on the cool guys. Like the ones that got swag, they like played them down, like real book.
Yeah. But for all intents and purposes, what have we found out about best friends becoming best lovers, best partners, best couples? What have we found out? Shay, what have you determined?
We found out it's bittersweet.
Okay.
It can end well, or it can blow up in your face.
Okay.
What I found out is we can go both ways no matter what. Like Shay just said. And it all depends on the person and that person's trust level. It depends on the communication that person have ahead of time. And what we're really trying to accomplish. And knowing that if we on some creep shit from day one, we on some creep shit from day one.
Period.
But if we are truly that person's friend, want to see that person grow and glow, and then y'all get into this little thing that you guys are doing. A lot of times, you just have to be the person. You have to be big enough to understand that that even in any kind of friendship relationship, sometimes shit don't work.
True.
Sometimes it just don't work. And what's meant for you is gonna be for you. And it's already laid out in the plans of God already. So just play it out. That's just my opinion. Russell said, did you really, that's Casey. Casey said, Russell, did you really bring up the Jamie Foxx show?
Yeah,
yes, he did, sweetie.
Yeah, he did.
And then I guess Russell was asking the question, answering the question, what you just said, Stephen. He said it's a double-edged sword. And yes, it is.
Yeah.
It very is. It is. But the thing is that you will never know what side that edge is unless you want to give it a try, or you just want to keep on saying, oh, that's my best friend. That's my friend. That's my friend. And you don't even know if that friend is your blessing.
Facts.
You'll never know.
Yeah.
Facts.
You'll never know if that person is your soulmate because you want to be so caught up on that's my friend. But then while you crying over some other dude, some other female that did you wrong, that person, the one is always right there to wipe your tears. But that's my friend. Hey, before you wrap it up, bro.
Yeah.
Love on your people. Just love on your people. That's all I got to say. No matter what goes on, just love on your people. Yeah. I'm done.
Shay?
Oh, choose wisely. If you happen to want to taint your best friend or tamper with your best friend, however you want to choose to do this, be an adult about it, okay? Have a thorough communication, because at the end of the day, whether it end good or whether it end bad, do right by people.
Yeah.
Just do right by people. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, if you really do want to be like, you know what, I really am. I wasn't feeling my best friend at first. Now all of a sudden I am. Don't do the whole I don't want to lose my friend thing. Like Dre said, give it a shot, give it a go. You never know what could happen. You never know how far it could go. You never know what it can grow into. It could be the best
or
thing
I'm not
ever.
feeling you, or just be honest. I'm not feeling you in that way.
Yeah.
Let's not use the lie as that I don't want to lose my best friend. Good night, Casey. Good night, sweetie.
Night case. Yeah, I mean, like straight up, like don't do that. Just go ahead and either give it a try or say, like, you know what, maybe that's not best for us in our situation, you know,
Right.
whether it be right now or probably not ever. Get that, fully understand it. Like Shay and Dre both said, communication. Communicate with the individual, communicate with whomever it is, no matter the case may be. If this person is your best friend, then they would fully understand where you're coming from and what it is that you're saying. And if you truly do love your best friend, it will be some form of understanding. It will be. It won't be no secondary shit. It'll be something real. Because in my opinion, in all honesty, I really do believe that best friend love is one of the strongest forms of love there is. Because it's something that happened naturally. It's something that happens unexpectedly. It's organic, like Shay said, organic. It's there. It is there. And that's all I got to say about that. If you love your best friend, love your best friend. Don't force anything that don't need to be forced. Plain and simple. Russell had one last thing. You have to talk up front and say if the I don't know. He kind of like messed up, but if they don't work, can we still be friends? If it's not then
if it doesn't work, you're probably trying to say.
Okay, if it doesn't work, can we still be friends? If it's not, if no, then maybe we should take that step. I say this: if you think that y'all gonna take that step and not still be friends, I still say go ahead and go for the damn step anyway. If you think y'all not gonna be friends after the fact, go all in, go for it, because you never know still what the fuck could happen. Rather than sit there with a shoulda, coulda, woulda face. Don't sit there with a shoulda, coulda, woulda face. Don't do that. Night, Keisha, appreciate you. Russell says if that don't work, okay. And then Tracia said life is a puzzle. You gotta talk to Shay about that one.
Struggling with man.
So with all that being said, I want to thank you all for watching. Appreciate you all coming in. Tracia, Russell, brother Nate, Keisha, naturally, Tiffany. I know Alyssa popped in for a second and said hi.
Alyssa, hey.
So appreciate everybody for popping in, giving us your feedback. It is greatly appreciated as always. Thank you so much. Remember now, there's okay. Russell said, "Where's the game genie when you need it?" Oh my God, gone somewhere. Okay, so I want to thank you all for watching. Appreciate it. Remember, we do the show now every Tuesday and Wednesday, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Like I always say, if you don't know your time zones, just look up the Windy City. You'll know what time it is. So from us here at En-Syte, again, thank you all for commenting. We will see you tomorrow. You all have a beautiful night. And remember, as always, stay insightful. Peace.
Peace out.